guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Terry Njoroge. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for always watching my videos, sharing, commenting. I really appreciate the support. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribing is free of charge. You are not charged anything for subscribing to any YouTube channel, so please subscribe. That will take me a long way, and that will offer me support to at least see, like, there's some people I talk to, you know, when you're shooting this video, you're just like seated alone talking, but when you subscribe, when I see your comment, when I see your like, at least I know there is someone I talk to. Yes, so today we are talking about quarter life crisis. Yes, and I'll do it as a story time and now incorporate the quarter life crisis, because personally I've experienced it. Personally I've been in that state, like, what am I doing? Yes, so for this one, for quarter life crisis, it starts around 25 years. So it can start around 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, before now you get to your 30s. Yes, because ideally people are supposed to live up to 100 years. So that is, and 100 has four quarters. Yes, 100 has 4 quarters. We have the 25 years, we have 50 years, we have 75 years, and now we have 100. So when people are talking about quarter life crisis, it's around the when you're turning 25, 23, 24, 25, around that area. Yes, so, and what is a crisis? A crisis is a state that you are in as a person where you are at crossroads, where you are at, you don't know which decision to make, you don't know what to do with your life, you don't know which road to follow, so you are at a crisis, you don't know what is happening at that particular moment. Yes, so I'll give my story of the quarter life crisis, and now I'll incorporate the other 2 things from what I've learned, what I've researched. Yes, so I'm in my 2nd year of corporate world, and yes, so before I turned into the 2nd year, I started working after graduation, that is around 2020. I worked in an organization around for a year that was not that corporate. Now the 2021, it's now when I felt like I'm really working in the corporate world. Yes, 2020, is it not 2021, 2022. Yes, so after working 1 year in the corporate world, I was at crossroads. So there is this moment after the December, now after, actually, if you're in corporate world, mostly you don't take your leave days during December. You have to work during the holidays. My job that I work during the holidays. So after the Christmas holidays, the 31st, I was really tired, and January now I sat myself in that KAGM. You know, you have the resolutions you're making, you have to take the stock of your life, what is happening, how is it happening. So nikajita hako kamkutano. So I was at 1 year in corporate. Yeah, nilikuwa nimemaliza 1 year in corporate. So nikajita hako kamkutano. And I started asking myself, is this what you want to do, Terry? Is it making sense to you? Is there a better thing you can be doing? Is this the career path I want to do for the rest of my life? Is it giving me the satisfaction that I'm looking for? Yes, I was really asking myself those questions, and mostly they were about the career. Yes, it was about career, because what I do is totally different from what I studied in campus. And graduating in 2020 and doing a career that is not in your field the first few years feels like total confusion. So first of all, you think that you have wasted the 4 years that you did in campus. So you're there like thinking, you know, we were told we will work in this field, we are supposed to work in this field, and currently you're not in that field. So you can understand the confusion you're in. I was given, and still remember, the knowledge you got from campus is still fresh in your mind. So you really want to apply. Actually, I did disaster management and international diplomacy. That is about ambassadors, how to foster relationship between countries and everything. So I'm really feeling the urge, like I should be in a negotiating table with the president of which state, doing this, developing policies. So I'm really confused. And now currently working in a financial institution, I'm like, I was really at crossroads. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. And I decided, let me look for a mentor. Let me go talk to someone. So there is this person I really highly esteem. I called. Yes, he's an advocate. I called and I'm like, hello, how are you? Can I book an appointment with you? I want to see you. And actually they hadn't really officially opened. People hadn't really resumed back to work after the Christmas holidays and everything. So he got me a slot really quick, and I was like, I'm coming this and this day. So I was really prepared to go, and I don't know if it was a ranting session or a venting session, but I really needed someone to talk to and someone who has been in the corporate world. So I went. I found him in his office. Yes, I will not mention the name because I've not seek the consent to mention the name here, but I really appreciate what he did for me. So I went to his office, and the moment I sat there, I really talked. And generally it was, I think the two areas that really get you when you're at your quarter life crisis are two things. Not even two things. The major two things are career and family. Do you want to start a family? Do you want to get married? Before we talk about that, let us first of all finish off with the career. So I sat down in that office and I really talked and put into consideration, this is not a paid session, this is not a therapy session, this is just someone I know who I have seen throughout the journey, and I just wanted to pick their brain about the issue. So I really talked about them, and now this is when it was like a wake-up call to me. I got the realization. I don't know if I'll be able to put it as good as he advised me, but I'll try how I got it. Yes. So he told me, all your life, Terry, you have been moving from one scale to another. When an year ends, let's say you are in class 7, the next year you'll be in class 8, the next year you'll go to form 1, after form 4, the next year you joined campus, the next year you went to second year, the next year you went to third year, the next year you went to fourth year, the next year you graduated, and that was it. Yes, so currently in the corporate world, you have been there for 1 year. So the year is over, but now you're feeling the urge to move to the next step. But generally there is nowhere to go because you're in this job, you're in your first year, you haven't even been able to pick what happens, how you're still in the learning stage, you're still being coached of how the job works. And he told me, when you get into any job, you give yourself 3 years. 3 years is now to understand how the tasks are done in the job. So I was just seated there and I was like, you mean it's just a year and na feel tu nataka ku progress, I just want to move. And he told me, you give yourself 3 years. 3 years, you understand all the tasks containing your job, how this is supposed to be done, how you join the dots from here to here, because there is no way you can come into a new job and we give you a managerial position because you don't even understand the simple tasks. So he told me, I'm not telling you to stay in this job, but I'm telling you the progress you want, it's not yet time for it. The progress you're looking for is not yet time for it. And that was my light bulb moment. I was like, wow, you mean Then he told me another thing. Apart from that, you need to be in a job like at least for 3 years for you to be able to understand tasks. This is the stage of your life that you're doing every decision for yourself. In high school, your parents decided which school you want to go to. In campus, partially you had the power to make the decision, but for the major ones, you still had the help of your parent or guardian. But now, after now you're working, you're making most decisions for yourself. So already you're feeling the pressure to make the decision, and also you don't know whether it's the right decision or the wrong decision. So that's why you're feeling the pressure. because first of all, you have not been making decisions for yourself. Now you have to make decisions for yourself. Second of all, you have been progressing from class 8 to form 1 to form 3 to form 4 to campus to first year to second year. But now you're in a world that maybe this is sometimes you move horizontally, sometimes you move vertically, but you can move from this department to another department, but you just moved horizontally. You haven't gone up the ladder. So that's the pressure you're feeling. Like you're supposed to move because that is what you have known for the 25 years of your life. Umejua tu kusonga. Like this year we move, next year we move, next year we move. That's why you're feeling the pressure. And I couldn't agree more. That was the pressure I was feeling. Like, now I'm supposed to move, but where am I moving to? Because genuinely, even the simple tasks, I'm still struggling. So it somehow got me to calm down at that particular moment. And I can truly say after that talk I had, I felt a certain calmness in my life. It just came to me and I was like, let me just rest for now. Let me just do what I'm supposed to do. And something else he pointed out, he told me, what are your values? What are your values? What are your personal values? And is what you're doing in alignment with your values? Once you point out your values, you'll be able to tell whether you're in the right field or the wrong field, or you want to change the field. And at that moment I realized I was not able even to point out my values, like 1, 2, 3, 4, these are my values and everything. So it gave me a moment to reflect, to be introspective about my life. What do I value? What do I want? Yes, I can say I want to quit this job, but to which job am I moving to? And is quitting the right thing to do? So it really got me thinking. And after that, I can say I got a certain calmness in my life. And that is the time, and that particular meeting, that time I went to that appointment, that is the time I understood. He told me about quarter life crisis. So after that, I've been researching about what is quarter life crisis, and I have come to notice that when you get to your mid-20s from 24 to around 28, that is the moment you're experiencing your quarter life crisis. Why? Because you have a career to think about, you have a family, if at all you want to start a family, you have a family to think about, you have to make major decisions about your life. Do I want to stay in this city? Do I want to move away? So there is a lot of changes in your life, and being a first timer in those changes, it can normally take a toll on you, and it's okay to feel the pressure. It's okay to feel the pressure. So I'm speaking to someone out there. You're not even sure which career path you want to follow. You're not even sure whether you want to get married or not, whether to get a child or not. I know the societal pressure is there. When you turn 25, unaulizwa mtu ako wapi? Mtu anakuja lini? But I know the pressure is there. I know the pressure to see all your age mates are doing this, are having families, their children are being enrolled to school, and you haven't even thought about it. Tupatane nyuma ya tent. But I understand all those pressures are now onto you, and also you are trying to keep up with the cost of living in this country. I know it can be a lot, but I fully understand that. But what I can advise you, what I did myself, I just first look for mentorship, look for someone to talk to, especially someone who is older than you, who can be able to point out some things for you. So look for someone to talk to. Then pick out your what is stressing me. How am I feeling? Am I feeling lost? Am I feeling like I don't have a direction? Am I feeling like sijui kwenye naenda? Yes, just sit down. You can journal, write everything you're feeling at that particular moment. Yes, and as I had somewhere that it's easier it's easier sometimes to know what you don't want rather than to know what you want. Yes, so sometimes you know what you don't want, but you don't know what you want. Yes, so please be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself on this quarter life crisis. I know it can be a lot. I know it can be a lot. I know it can be a lot. I have been there. I have felt every inch of it. But what I can tell you is seek support from your support system, from someone you know who has been in that field. Maybe you want to get married, talk to a couple who are married. Just know if you're doing it for the right intentions. Just pick out your values and understand yourself. It has more to do with being self-aware as a person. Am I ready? Am I ready to get married? Am I ready to have a child? Am I ready to take a change in my career? Am I ready to do this? Am I ready to do that? So it has more to do with self-awareness. So if you're experiencing the quarter life crisis, I know I cannot just sit here and be able to cover everything about quarter life crisis. So you can do your research about quarter life crisis, what it entails, how to cope up with it, but just understand there is that stage called quarter life crisis, and it's real and it's being experienced out here. I've personally experienced it, but what can we say? Yatapita too. Hata hii yatapita. Yes, so guys, thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for always sticking by. Yes, for the videos I make, it's just to spark something in you. I spark something in you. You go out there, do more research, be more self-aware, love yourself more, and until next time, bye.